Okay, so this is Tara Dragas' ball routine. I wanted to look at how she did her Raffaele turn in this routine, but I also just wanted to watch her entire routine because I wanted to talk about how specifically the way Tara handles the ball just really disturbs me. I I don't know what other word to use. I just don't understand why someone this good can possibly handle the ball so bad. When I used to judge, I felt that there was often a strong connection between how strong a gymnast's technical execution of their body was and how strong their technical execution was with their apparatus. You would rarely see someone who was beautifully clean with their body and just horribly sloppy with their equipment. That's not something I tended to see when I judged. At any level, really. Sometimes you would see someone who had a bunch of mistakes, who was basically clean but had a bunch of mistakes. But you just don't usually see someone this good with their body and their just like level of not even just her execution, but like her level of skill, the high level of difficulties that she's capable of doing, but then yet grips the ball on really simple elements unnecessarily. Like, it makes me upset because I'm like, why would you grip the ball on such an easy skill? Just watch the very beginning of her routine. This is her starting pose, and she has her like ball between her hip and her arm. When she starts and the music starts, she just grabs the ball off her hip with her hand. And it's not even like a difficult element. It's just a transition from her starting pose to her first element. And already she does it with a lack of care about how she holds the ball. And I'm not here to just be like hating on Tara. I really find some things about her really cool to watch when it comes to her body elements, but her apparatus technique with the ball is just so not pleasant to view. So we're gonna watch and see. Like, obviously, her punchy turn is incredible, but why are you gripping the ball so badly? Even the way she does that little toss. Here's her Raffaele turn. I wanted to look at it because it's much better than the last routine that we watched where she was essentially on flat for the entire turn. She's on more of a releve position this time. I think it's interesting to see. Granted, I think that's a little low of a releve, but it is a releve. I don't think she's on flat. Yeah, like, she's on releve there. Her heel is not on the carpet, which I guess that's the definition of releve in this turn, if your heel is not on the carpet, because I don't really think many people perform it in high releve. In the code of points, it actually says high releve is how you have to perform pirouettes and pivots, and if you're not on high releve, it's execution deduction. So I'm assuming that this is execution deduction for pretty much everyone who attempts this turn, that the releve is too low. But it's because she's so much on the outside of her foot, like right here. She's really in her toe, like her small toe. She's not here, which would allow her to stand higher in her releve, but it's probably very hard trying to turn in this shape. I say that having never attempted this turn, so I don't know how hard this is. I know it's probably really hard. And even if I think it's not a very pretty turn, I still know it's a very hard turn. She's on releve, though. I think that that's definitely got to be a valid turn, because she's on releve. Although, gosh, it's so low at the beginning. I do think she maintains releve the whole time. She's just low. So you just get an execution deduction. And when you can do this expensive of a turn and you only get a 0.1 deduction for your releve, I think it's probably worth it. Honestly. It's incredible how many turns she can do in that position. That's so cool. And the base is a half. It's a very expensive turn. She's also kind of gripping the ball. Not kind of. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. I don't want to be dramatic, But, like, this is what I'm talking about. How is it possible that you can do that high of a level of a pirouette? That is such a difficult element that she just did. That is such a high level skill. And then she attempts this. Oh, she's gripping the crap out of the ball in the turn. But when she attempts this relatively simple roll that probably a lot of people in the development program can easily do, she does it with such bad technique. Like, why? Look, I mean, come on, everybody, this is not a really, really hard roll. It's not a really, really simple roll. It's not like you would see it in level 4 or something, but it's not a really hard skill. And she attempts it, like, watch her hand grab the ball. Why do you take the ball like that? I think we all can, like, hear our coaches screaming if we ever, like, if you're a former rhythmic gymnast and you think of yourself executing a roll and just taking the ball like that. Can't you just hear your coach, like, having a heart attack, like having an aneurysm and screaming at you and being like, what are you doing? Like, why are you... Any coach I've ever had would just absolutely flip out if I caught a roll like that. I mean, I was not at this level. I couldn't do 6 turns in that, 4 turns in Raffaele or whatever she just did. I couldn't do any of that stuff, but, like, I could catch a roll, not like this. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna try to calm down and move on. It just doesn't make sense because she's so good. Why does she do stuff like that? Even that, why is she gripping that when she's doing her turn? It's just, I mean, look, unstable balance over the head in an attitude turn, it's relatively simple element for someone who's at this high of a level. Like, she's doing an amazing turn, many revolutions. She doesn't need to grip the ball like that to hold on to it in the turn. I do think her shape is very weird in her attitude, by the way. I don't know. I think it's definitely got to be an execution deduction. There's no way that this is, like, without penalties. Because it's very sideways. Anyway. A lot of people do their attitude turn, like, a little bit sideways. Like, a slight side, because it's definitely easier that way. But hers is very asymmetrical. So, I mean, if I was judging execution, I would definitely take that deduction. But that's a turn on releve, though. I'll give you that. Oh, God. Why does she grip it like that when she does overhead? Look at how she holds the ball over her head. It's the same position that she did before. And when she goes into... This is what I'm talking about, why Tara just freaks me out with her ball. Because this is the easy part of the routine. She caught this throw. That's hard. But now, she's just going to hold the ball and step forward into her prep for her fouettes. And look at her hand. It's like pushing her thumb down through the center of the ball. And then she starts her fouettes like this. Look how she's holding it at the start of her fouettes. And she's gripping it so tight while she's doing her fouettes. And then she flicks it under her leg, does a small toss under the leg, and she grabs it. And that's like, look, the fouette turns are a hard skill, a high-level skill, but just a little flip toss, like a little small toss under your leg and catch is not a difficult skill, and neither is preparing with your ball on a straight arm, especially not when you're talking about this level of gymnastics. Like, this kind of stuff that's the easy part. Why? And look she can do all these doubles, but she can't do that toss without gripping the ball? It's really weird to me. Like, she just kind of makes me not understand life in rhythmic. Yeah, that back roll that she does here. Oh, this is cool. I love this whole series when she rolls on the ball. It's really cool. This is really cool, and it goes with the music. It's artistically really cool. That is so bad. Why? I like when she catches her rolls with her legs, because then she can't grip the ball. Even that roll, which is, again, like something you might see in level 5. That roll, you might see that roll in, like, a very lower development program routine. She grabs it like that. Like, why? You see it in high-level routines, too, as part of the dance steps. You would see it as, like, fulfilling a handling in a lower-level routine. And it's not normally, like, why is she gripping it? It's not a hard skill for her. Don't grip the ball. I can't understand, like, why her coaches don't, like, say something to her about this stuff. Because couldn't she get way higher scores if she just corrected, like... There's been, like, 7, 8 times of her gripping the ball that I've even pointed out. Like, imagine if she just fixed those. It's a lot of points. Even if it's only, you say, oh, it's only a 1/10, but, like, 1/10, 1/10, 1/10 can really get bad. And look at how she preps the penché. She grabs the ball from underneath. That's not even the worst of it. She's actually worse on the easier skills like that. And that's what drives me crazy about her. And look at how she grabs it when she takes the roll. Well, that she just messed up the trajectory. I will give her a pass for grabbing the ball off the floor like this because she dropped. That is not getting a pass, though. How she executes the side inclination. And that. Okay, in the little toss behind her back after. Again, this is like an easy little skill when you just pass the ball behind your back like that. That's not a very hard skill. And she just grips the ball so bad in it. Oh, and then when she brings the ball around after her back chest roll right there, whatever you want to call that, it's like a back walk around the chest. Why does she do that with the ball? I don't know, you guys. She just upsets me because she's such a good gymnast in one aspect, which is like her body elements and even her artistry. And then her apparatus with the ball is just so bad. And I just get upset. And she's not the only one, but I think she's one of like the most clear examples of the bad ball handling in 2025, 2026 era of rhythmic gymnastics. And I just don't understand why her coach doesn't correct her about it. Maybe her coach does and she doesn't fix it. I don't know. Why there isn't like more of a thought process that she could get higher scores by just correcting these like little things. Like even when you see how she's preparing this part of her routine, it just seems like every little transition in her routine could be cleaner if she just stopped grabbing the ball on the easy elements. Even if you're going to say, well, some of her elements are really hard and she's going to drop if she doesn't grip the ball. Okay, maybe, but she's not going to drop some of these easy transitions like this one if she just stopped gripping the ball. And if she stopped basically taking all her rolls with a gripped hand every time, her routine would just look so much more beautiful. Plus, I mean, I would imagine she would get higher execution scores if she didn't grip the ball on all these small elements, like even like that part, if she just fixed the ball on those easy parts and just left the hard elements the way she does them so that she didn't risk dropping. I mean, yeah, she had a big mistake there, but I'm not even counting the mistakes. I'm counting the ones where the ball is in the right spot and she just takes it like that. Look at how her hand is on the ball in the ending pose. It's really, like, it's really interesting. Also, her shape in the attitude turn is really side. But, yeah, that's Tara Dragas. She drives me crazy with the way that she holds the ball. It really pisses me off, to be honest, because she's way too good to be doing that stuff. There's also a lot of other girls who do it, so she's not alone, but they all kind of upset me. And I get worked up about it, but